I'm gonna make another question to you. Is the same for the trees, if you think? Trees or any plants?
Yep.
All right. They're alive, correct?
They're alive, yes.
Okay. So why we don't need to maybe kill an animal, but we are allowed to cut in half a tree to make a piece of paper?
Hey everyone, Chris here, aka Fit Vegan Activist. Welcome back to another video. So today we are with the Free in Slima. Today is the biggest turnout we've ever had for this event. About 6 activists, constant flow of people sitting down to watch the video, constant flow of outreaches, people actually waiting to watch the video. So it's been a very positive experience so far. Following this intro, there are going to be a few of the outreaches I had today. So make sure to subscribe, help the channel grow, and until the next video, take care. So thank you for taking the time to watch the video. What do you think?
It's very brutal how the animals are killed in many ways. It's like there are many other ways to kill them for consuming for food or everything, and they look for the more brutal ways. It's absolutely cruel for them. I mean, if you do it to a human being, you will feel like more guilty or more empathy. You should do the same for the animals because they are also feeling. They also have a neurological system who have feel the same sensations that a human being will do. So I think, of course, I approve the idea of eating animals, but there should be another way of for the food companies to do it. That's not the way.
Just to state a few facts, okay? What you watch there, it's all legal. It's legal standard practice. So what you saw happens in the majority of places where they slaughter animals or where they exploit them, right? But you said there's a better way. What is the better way, in your opinion, to kill an animal?
Honestly, I can't tell. I think that humans need protein from animal maybe to survive. I don't have like scientific sources to sustain that.
Okay.
However, but I think so, and I'm sure that there may many other not brutal ways to kill an animal. Like I don't know if it may apply like an I don't know in English. Sorry, when in some countries there are a law that allow people who are really sick to die in a more.
That's called euthanasia.
Yeah, sorry, that's what I'm looking for. Like maybe something similar. I think
That's the most humane way to take somebody's life when they're sick and they're suffering,
yeah,
and when they want to
yeah,
stop living, right? Like humans, or they do it sometimes to sick animals, cats and dogs, right?
yeah.
Do these animals have the desire to live, you think?
It's hard to say. Like maybe they want, maybe yeah, probably they want.
You said they are like us, they have neurological system and they feel pain and everything,
Yeah, of
so
course.
they avoid pain, right?
Yeah,
That
of
shows you that they want to live, right?
probably. I mean, it's a hard topic. I mean,
And you mentioned something about we need to eat animal products to survive. Would you be open to the possibility that we can, in fact, live without eating animal products? For example, I have been vegan for 7 years now, right? I haven't eaten any animal products for the past 7 years, and I'm healthy. And the science, the most reliable nutritional bodies in the world, right, agree that a properly planned vegan diet is adequate for all stages of life, right? Would you be open to that possibility?
that's interesting. Yeah, I consider it, of course, because that's way of killing animals. It should be forbidden, of course.
So if you are open to the possibility you can live without killing animals, then there's another alternative, right? The first option is what you saw there, the brutal way. Then is the second option, you said a better way. The third option is no way, just let them live.
Yeah.
Would you be open to that?
I think it thoroughly about it. I cannot say for sure yes right now, but it's a likely option.
Okay. Have you heard of the word vegan before? You know what it means?
Yeah, I know it.
What do you think it means?
I think vegan is basically not consume any food that come from any animal. For example, no eat eggs, milk, etc.
Yes, that's one aspect of it. But the idea is that it's a mindset, right? It's a principle that says humans can live without exploiting animals, therefore they should not exploit animals, you know? So that's the idea, the principle, and from that principle there are certain practices that follow. One practice is not eating them. Another practice is not going to places where they are displayed as objects for entertainment, like zoos, aquariums, not buying clothing that comes from animals, right? Not buying any products that are tested on animals as much as you can help it. For example, in cosmetics and cleaning products, it's easy. Sometimes in pharmaceuticals and medicine, there are no alternatives that are not tested on animals, unfortunately, right? So as much as you can help it, apply that mindset in your life. I will try my best to not support any industry that exploit animals, right? Now that I explained it to you, is there anything stopping you think that from being vegan yourself?
Where about everything else instead of food, I of course say like no, it's not logic. I mean, there should be other ways. But about food, as I mentioned before, I have to think about it thoroughly because it's a hard decision. It's been my whole life.
How old are you?
22.
22.
Yeah.
So you're saying because you grew up like that, for you it's a habit, right?
Yeah.
And you want to break the habit. You would have to break the habit of eating animals.
I would be able to consider the option to break the habit, of course.
Okay. Let me ask you a thing. If you were in the animal's position yourself, how fast would you want people like you to become vegan?
Immediately, of course.
And who is it harder for? You to be vegan or for the animals when you're not vegan?
Sorry, could you repeat?
Is it harder for you to become vegan or is it harder for the animals when you are not vegan?
For the animals, of course.
That's a bit of a perspective to make you understand. You are a young man, you live in Europe, you have access to the internet, your phone, you know how to use ChatGPT?
Yeah, of course.
Yes? So all you have to do is just do some research online and find the way to be vegan. But it starts with the how. Sorry, it starts with you need to decide why you should be vegan, and that's why we're doing this here, right?
Thank you so much for the info.
Thank you. Would you like to have some more resources on our website what you can go and watch tonight? There's this website 3movies.wtf.
Sure, it's interesting.
Okay. All right. Thank you guys thank you for watching the video.
Yes, please.
What do you think about what you just watched?
First, I'm gonna speak for him.
Okay.
So I need to say that it's a very brutal video.
Okay.
There is something behind what we eat every day that maybe in Europe there are what we know as a regulation, HCCP, and standard things to follow for how to prepare, maybe the preparation of the food, how to conserve. But sometimes we forget that there is something more important, that is the part before. So how maybe you transport that food or the animals, if they are in condition of, let's say, good health. And okay, maybe they need to be part of the food, but at least to know and follow the standards even for that part. Like the transportation, I saw, it's not the first video, like chickens in the camion in the vans with maybe 60 degrees going for 100 kilometers. And after they said, doesn't matter how they came here in the kitchen. Now that they're in the kitchen, we need to follow the standards. But what about the part before?
Yeah.
So, just that.
Well, what you watched there, it's all of it legal practice.
Illegal.
Yes.
No, legal.
Legal.
Legal standard. So all of these things you watched in there are the standard practices of 98% of farming for animals, right? So you said it was brutal.
Yes.
What do you think?
First thing I say this is illegal because
This is illegal,
so brutal. Yes.
but it's legal, actually. Why do you think this happens?
Because maybe the people don't care how I was saying before about the procedure before.
But I'm not talking about the brutality of it, the action of killing the animals, right? Why does this happen, do you think?
I need to say because it's part of our culture. Already from the beginning of our existence, we were hunting and we were killing even each other. Think about that. We're gonna make maybe the Third World War. So maybe we don't care enough about the animals, like maybe how can be between humans.
So your answer is we don't care about animals enough, and this is why this happens,
Maybe
right?
not everyone is gonna see the animals. Like I don't know why, but it's.
I have another question for you. Do you think animals are individuals who want to live? They value their life?
Uh-huh.
Do you believe they're individuals or things?
I think
Individual, I think.
They're individuals, right? Do you believe they have the right to their own life?
I'm gonna make another question to you. Is the same for the trees, if you think? Trees or any plants?
Yeah.
All right. They're alive, correct?
They're alive, yes.
Okay. So why we don't need to maybe kill an animal, but we are allowed to cut in half a tree to make a piece of paper? They don't have
Well-
their line.
Plants, trees, they are alive, but they're not sentient, right? So they don't have a subjective experience of life like you, a dog, a cat. Okay? So there must be a hierarchy of morality where you say, okay, it's worse to kill an animal than to cut a carrot or cut down a tree. Like if you were in a burning building and you had to go inside and save the individuals inside, would you prioritize saving the humans and the animals or the plants?
Humans and animals.
So you answered your question.
All right. But I don't know. Maybe I'm not the right person, but I see like everyone else that is part of our culture. So maybe even if I'm gonna see that video again, I don't think that maybe tonight I'm gonna eat a beef because I see this as our culture.
Do you think culture justifies doing harm to others?
No, absolutely no. But as mentioned before, it's not even in our mindset or in our DNA. Even if you are killing animals, and as you say, they have maybe even sentiments, I'm gonna say.
Have you ever interacted with a cat or a dog?
Of course, I have both.
So you know these animals are no different than those animals, right?
What I'm gonna say is that by our culture, in our DNA, we just see some type of animals and we care about that. For others, our brain and our culture standards, they think that they can be sacrificed for food or surviving of the human species.
So there's some sort of conditioning
Yes,
from
correct,
childhood to consider some animals as friends.
Maybe from the beginning when we were just like animals, so monkeys, we were more close to other animals, or like during the time of Homo sapiens, I think it's the same in Latins, yeah. We were using maybe the dog for the company or to assist us in the hunt. So it's just maybe how we grow up in the time of the evolution.
Do you think there's something that you can do to help animals right now? Like you've made the conscious connection in your mind that, okay, we do this because it's a part of our culture, right? You said it yourself. So you can also make the choice to change and not do something just because it's cultural. There are like cruel practices humans do to each other, right? In some parts of the world that are considered part of culture.
That's true.
You wouldn't say those people should have the right to oppress other humans because it's cultural.
No, absolutely no. Not that. But I repeat, I go always on the same thing that I'm going to repeat, that it's not in our mindset even maybe to care about that. Because we know that as they're not following the standards or that's legal, whatever you want to say, at the end of the day, maybe I'm going to forget about the video.
Okay. Can I give you a perspective before you leave? Yes? All right. First of all, I will ask you, before you sat down to watch it, you said vegan, right? You mentioned,
Yes.
okay. Do you know
I saw the page.
this one? Ah, okay. All right. So my question for you is this: what do you think veganism is as a concept?
So, for some of us, you can have benefits even from this type of diet, let's say, okay?
Okay.
But for others individual, if they need to do determined activities or they want to feel in a certain way, we need to eat proteins, and these proteins are coming from dead animals. Yes, you can even take proteins from vegetables, that's true, but it's feeling different.
So you defined it kind of like a diet, okay?
Yeah.
It's basically a mindset, right? It's a mindset that humans should not exploit animals in any way, not just the diet. So vegans, for example, do not support and they boycott with their actions zoos, aquariums, testing on animals, anything that has to do with animal exploitation. Vegans oppose it. So it's not only the diet. The diet is a practice that comes from that mindset. So you stop viewing animals as objects to be exploited and you see them as individuals deserving of their own right to their own life. They're not here for us, they're here with us. Okay?
I think the main issue is they don't speak like us. So for us, if I'm suffering right now, I'm gonna say, "Ah, you hurt me," or "You're gonna see my."
They speak, but we don't understand what
That's
they're saying.
that's the thing. Yes.
But they have signs. Like if you kick a dog, it will he or she will run away.
But he will not turn versus me.
If he will remember you though. If you hurt him and you oppress him, he will remember you and he's not gonna trust you. So dogs have trust issues, right? You know that from that dogs can experience trauma. Okay. So what we're asking here basically to people is just to align their innate belief that animals are not here for us. Most people would say we should not exploit animals, right? And just become vegan. Okay, so do you think you're gonna do something about it after our discussion or not?
I'm gonna say no.
How about you?
Me too. I'm sorry.
All right. You can take your
Thank you.
free snack.
No, don't worry. Thank you.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
the speaking.
Thank you. So what do you think about the video?
Ifemni, it's bad, you can't say it's bad when you eat them,
Yes. Why can't you say that?
because you still eat them. So why you,
Can you stop it?
what?
Can you stop eating them?
You can stop eating them, but if you like it, how can you stop it if it's your favorite food like chicken?
Do you think these animals deserve the right to live?
They don't take me bad, but they don't deserve it, but
Do you think there are tasty foods that are not made from animals?
there are better tasty foods. How can I say? It's bad, it's obviously bad killing an animal. Imagine they come kill you to make you food.
You wouldn't want to be in that place. Yes.
Exactly, so if you don't want to be in that place, you don't want to make them in that place.
Exactly. So you can choose not to do that to them. You know the meaning of the word vegan? You heard it before?
No.
Vegan?
Not eating animals.
Not eating them, not wearing them, not supporting any industry that exploits animals, you know? That's basically, veganism is a mindset that humans should not exploit animals. Do you know the meaning of the word exploit? Exploit is using somebody for your own benefit. Like if I'm making you work for me and I don't pay you anything, right? And like you're my slave, I'm taking advantage of you, I'm exploiting you. That's what exploitation means. Do you think it's a bad thing?
It's a really bad thing.
It's a bad thing. All right.
You're working for nothing, basically.
What we do to animals is even worse because we put them in all of these conditions that you saw, right? In gas, the pigs, we kill them in gas chambers. For the egg industry, the male chicks are killed as soon as they hatch from the eggs because they're useless. Like if you were born in this world and you were a male chick, you would die on the first day of your life because you can't lay eggs. And the only reason that happens to you is because you're a male, basically.
I don't agree with it.
You don't agree with it?
No.
Do you think there's anything stopping you from being vegan? Maybe you never thought about it before?
I never thought about it before.
Okay. Now that I've explained to you what is your
I
thought
might
process
think
like,
about it.
right? You might think about it.
Yes.
I will ask you a hard question. Okay, if you were in the position of these animals, would you want people to think about it or stop?
What, what do you mean?
If you were there, if you were one of these animals,
I would want
I-
them to
a-
stop killing.
and I had a gun to your head, would you tell me, don't kill me or think about it?
It's a hard one because if you think about it well, you can say that he did it from the heart, that he didn't kill you. Not he didn't kill you because you told him no. He wouldn't do it from the heart if he didn't kill you just because of saying no. He would do it from the heart if you tell him think about it twice. And he'll think about it twice and say no. So you'll be assured that he did it from the heart to not kill you.
That's ideal when people do it from the heart. Do you feel in your heart that you have compassion for animals?
I don't have to the boss to kill it.
But do you feel it in your heart that you have compassion for animals? You feel bad for animals?
Yes.
Would you kill an animal yourself?
No.
No? You have dogs and cats at home? Have you ever interacted?
Yes.
What kind of animal do you have at home?
I have cat, dog.
You know they have their own character, personality, right?
Exactly. They're like humans. So
They're like-
sometimes better than humans.
Okay. So all of these animals that we considered food, right? That you said it's the taste, they are basically not very different than
Than human.
and your
It's-
cat and your dog, that the ones that you've been.
Exactly. They are
Brought-
like family.
Yes. So all what we're asking you to do is give these animals the same consideration you're giving to your cat and your dog, and just don't be
The
there as a
same
bad
respect.
example. The same respect, yes.